Welcome to the Walkabout for the Mubadala Abu Dhabi Sail Grand Prix 2025 Season Grand Final, presented by Abu Dhabi Sports Council. Now, this is what it is all about this weekend. This is the trophy that 4 teams are fighting for. It's going to be tough competition to find out who will be in that top 3. Let's dive on in and have a chat and see what those tactics are. Diego, you got a pretty big weekend ahead of you. Are you looking forward to getting out there and racing and trying to get the job done?
Yeah. Obviously, we are looking forward to it. We have our chances to make it into the final. We would have liked them to be higher, but this venue, I think, stepped them up. Anything can happen. Small race course, light winds, it's a game of anyone, and we're going to do our best to be in the final.
And there's been quite a gap since the last event. So have you guys just been studying really hard, looking at all the different strategies? I'm sure you're not going to tell us what your strategy is.
Yeah, exactly. I think strategies may change from every top team depending on the condition and how the things go. It's going to be very interesting, and yeah, we're going to play our game. Definitely not going to tell you our strategy, but we're going to go full on, that's for sure.
I mean, last season you obviously had a fight with the French to protect your position. This time you're fighting in. Do you enjoy the fight as a Spanish team?
Yeah, it's amazing to be in this position, no? And we learned a lot by the French approach last season and the situation we were in. And yeah, looking forward to it. And
we are here at Surf Abu Dhabi. Were you tearing up on some waves, warming up on the surfboard?
Yeah, this thing is amazing. Actually, it's also has some similarities to SailGP because they use a train with a foil to create the wave. And yeah, we've been testing it on Monday, and it was epic ride.
And the other thing cool happening this weekend is that we've got a new wing, the 27.5, which you got to try in Cadiz. What are you expecting out of that wing?
Well, I think it's really good for a light wind venue like this. I think it's going to enable us to sail faster around the course, and if we can pop earlier also, I think if the tech team makes a couple of adjustments to the diff in the boat and stuff, it's going to make us pop earlier and having more chances of foiling, and which is also good for us, no? Having some more options to go through the fleet in the race course, in the small race course.
Oh, well, thank you so much for chatting. Good luck this weekend and enjoy the racing.
Thank you very much.
Tom, we're finally here, the grand final. This is what the season's all about. How much are you looking forward to getting out there and just racing and getting it done?
Yeah, I mean, we've had a bit of a break now, 6 weeks, where you've got 6 weeks to stew in our poor last result in Cadiz and just figure out what went wrong and how we're going to ride it for the grand final. And we're here, we've had a lot of briefings as a team and just spoke about how we can make this thing work and how we're going to find a way to the final and then how we're going to win. So, yeah, hopefully our plans come to fruition.
So there's 2 sort of games that you've got to play this weekend. Obviously, you're 4 points ahead of the Spanish. I know you're not going to give tactics away. No one is in this walkabout. But, I mean, have you got lots of plans up your sleeve to pull out, or are you going to go in and attack?
We're going to go in and attack, obviously, but how that plays out, there's a lot of different scenarios. But previously, I mean, I've always said we want to win the event of the grand final and then win the grand final. To me, going into that grand final with a lot of confidence is really important. And every time we've won the grand final, we've won the event beforehand. So it's a huge focus for us is to try to win that. And we're going to just see how it all plays out. But ideally, we would win the event and the grand final.
And 27.5 metre wings come on board. Obviously, you don't know how many people are going to be on board until you get there. How do you feel like your team adapts to sort of those changes?
It's very hard adapting to the SailGP changes on the racetrack. The course is moving. Sometimes the robot marks move faster than we can sail if it's light airs. And and then how many people on board, what jibs you got, what foils, we change on the water now. You're always got to stay on your toes, but it's also quite fun. I love that aspect of SailGP is that everything's the same for everyone and it's who deals with it the best. And yeah. We'll adapt and we're ready for it, and yeah, we just can't wait to get into the racing.
And I mean, throughout the season, I've been like, oh, you're back in the lead, and then you weren't in the lead and you're back in the lead. So you're going to have that yo-yo finish at the right time?
Well, I feel like you've been a bad luck charm with that. Every time you say, oh, you're in the lead, well done. I'm like, look, you've said that before and we've lost it. And it happened again in Cadiz. We hit the lead again, like, 2 events to go. We're home and hosed here, but bad event in Cadiz, and we've dropped to 3rd, and we're fighting for that grand final position. But I mean, I've got full confidence in our team. I mean, we've been able to perform under pressure multiple times in our careers, and in SailGP we've won 3 out of 4 times, and I've just got to lean on that. I fully trust the people around me, and that's all I can ask for.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Tom, for chatting, and enjoy the weekend's racing.
Will do. Thank you.
Throughout the past couple of weeks, we've been celebrating the best of the 2025 Rolex SailGP Championships. And as voted by the SailGP fans, the athletes, the front office, and the media, our 2025 most valuable athlete is Peter Burling. Congratulations, Pete.
Thank you.
What does it mean, I guess, to get the MVP? We obviously haven't finished the championship yet, but still pretty cool to be awarded that.
Yeah, it's pretty special, and just like to thank all the fans, everyone that voted. It's been a really interesting season, but yeah, I mean, awesome feeling.
Well, you've got one trophy to put on the mantelpiece, but how much do you want to put that big trophy up for the Black Foils at the end of the weekend?
Yeah, I mean, that's what we've been working for the whole year, so it feels like the team's in a great spot to be able to put together a good performance this weekend. Obviously a little road bump with the training, but looking forward to getting back out there the weekend and putting on a good show.
Well, congratulations, Pete. Well deserved, and good luck this weekend.
Awesome. Thanks so much.
Well, very exciting news. Phil Robertson has returned to SailGP with Red Bull Italy. Phil, how good is it to be back?
Yeah, it's obviously pretty nice. Look, this team is fantastic. You've got an amazing backer in Red Bull and some incredible people in the wider team, and the athletes are some of the best sailors in the world. So it's a pleasure to be a part of it and to try and lead this team to some great things.
And how was the call with Jimmy when he rang you up and said, hey, I want you to drive? How did that feel? Or can you give us a little bit of insight into the back and forth?
Yeah, look, it's I'm not going to lie. I was talking to quite a few teams, and I think when someone like Jimmy calls you, you answer and you listen. And look, the team is really strong, and I've been impressed to see what they've got going on in the background. You've got an amazing centre in the Red Bull Foiling Centre in Monfalcone as well in Italy. That's been set up, so this team's in good shape, and that's the things you kind of consider when you're going to go for a job and which one to choose. So yeah, Jimmy's a great leader and a pretty incredible CEO to have in your back pocket, so it's an exciting project.
And how much have you missed racing? Obviously the racing at SailGP is incredible. Have you missed it, or have you enjoyed tuning in?
The first few events I was pretty happy. You know, it's a bit of a slog, these events. So yeah, I did four seasons before that, all in a row, and a few different teams as well, so it's quite exhausting. And yeah, to have sort of the first part of the season off last year was okay, but the last part of the season I've been itching to get back into it, and no, it's very nice to be back now. It's definitely time, and I'm ready.
And have you missed the media interviews with me?
Oh, that's the thing I've missed the most. You know, from day one I just always thought, what are they doing? I've got to be honest though, it's been bloody boring to watch the press conferences. So hopefully we can change that a bit and get some character out of some of these people.
Exactly. Well, so good to have you back, Phil. Enjoy the weekend racing, and we can't wait till next season as well.
Nice. Thank you.
Dylan, you're obviously going into this weekend in the lead, and I'm sure the plan is to keep it.
Yeah, definitely. It's been a fantastic season so far, but the job's not done yet. We've got to deliver when it counts. And
interesting weekend ahead, because you've obviously got the Abu Dhabi event and then the grand final. So have you got sort of two strategies of how to approach the weekend?
Yeah, certainly. There's we'd love to win the event here. We'd also love to close out the season points, and then obviously want to win the grand final.
Well, Russell reminded me this morning, actually, if you win both, you could go home with $2.4 million. That's pretty nice.
I think it's 2.8 if you win all three.
Oh, there you go. I mean, at least, you've been counting anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not what it's all about. Obviously, you want to win the trophy. How do you feel, obviously, reflecting back on the beginning of the season and now finishing the season, going in as the leaders?
I mean, the plan was always to be in this position, but to actually be stood here having sort of delivered that has been unbelievable. We're just really proud of how we have been throughout the season and the team. So we are definitely here to win, and that's the only thing that counts, but also just proud of how the team has performed over the whole year. And yeah, we'll just give it everything when we get there.
And you've also been doing well off the water, just won the Impact League for the season, so I guess the goal is to do the double.
Yeah, back-to-back in the Impact League winners, so yeah, let's see if we can take out the grand final as well. That'd be incredible.
And a few little things have changed, obviously, going into the weekend, the 27.5 metre wing. How are you feeling about the new set of equipment?
The 27.5 metre wing should be good. I think that we've felt like quite strong evolving with the new kit this year, so hopefully we can keep that progress up.
Awesome. Well, enjoy the racing, good luck, and we'll see you on Sunday.
Thanks.
Taylor, awesome to be back here in Abu Dhabi. You've got a pretty good track record in the Middle East as well. Podiums at the beginning of the season in Dubai, and I think you podiumed here in Abu Dhabi last season.
That's right, yeah. No, we're excited to be back. It's definitely a lighter venue, so we've been studying a lot of events that we, sailed lighter conditions the last 2 seasons, and coming off of the Geneva event, which is probably the most relevant, and we're feeling good. We had a great day yesterday.
Awesome, and it's been a really nice second part of the season for you. Obviously, some big lessons, but it seems like you and your team, you're constantly evolving, constantly working on yourselves, which I'm sure everybody is. And you've also got a new team member joining you.
Yeah, I think easy to look at the season and see, our place on the leaderboard, and we're not happy about it, but we have made some good gains in the second half of the season. So we've kind of locked in the team, it feels like, for now, and more momentum moving forward into the next season. But it's great to have Harry Melgus join the team. He's a young, American, super talented sailor, and that's what we're trying to grow. We're so proud to represent our country, and I think we're probably one of 2 teams with a full national team. So it's really cool to see the development and how we're growing that next generation.
And we've had a bit of a gap since Cadiz, but you've been busy. What have you been up to?
Yeah, it feels I need a little more sleep than I've been getting, but we did the J70 Worlds in Argentina, had a nice win down there, and then just finished the M32 Worlds last week and another win. So it's been busy and successful, but we still got more work to do to close out the year.
And what would it mean to you, I guess, to be able to finish the season on a high with Perth just around the corner?
Yeah, I think we go to every event, with hopes to be up there on the podium and to win. But this is obviously the first step into that next season for us, and we're definitely thinking about that and trying to put as much into that as we can, knowing that we have a great opportunity to be up on the leaderboard. So I think again the results are showing that we've made a lot of progress, and we got to keep putting races together. Just one race here and there isn't enough, and we just got to be that consistent level, just that one step up, and we'll start to get there on the podium more often.
Awesome, thank you so much for chatting, and congratulations on what you've been up to, and enjoy the weekend.
Yeah, thanks so much.
Well, that's it for the Walkabout. It was great to hear from some of the drivers that are basically setting up for next season, but it was awesome to talk to the top 4 to hear how they're feeling ahead of this grand final weekend. It's going to be awesome. I hope you enjoy watching, and we'll see you to wrap it up at the end.